Well, hey, my name is Michael, and I am the owner of the Hero Journey Fitness for Body, Mind, and Soul. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the components of the experience that I offer, but also I'm going to talk a little bit about the background behind why and how each of these pieces are incorporated in the Hero Journey experience. Before we continue this video, please click the like button and hit subscribe and turn on your notifications. That way you can get notified when we have new content coming out, and leave a comment below. Your questions are very important to me, and it gives me an idea of what's resonating with you and also how I can answer those questions in the best quality that I can. So the first phase is boxing HIIT, high intensity. And boxing it's a sport that's dear to my heart. I come from a boxing family. My dad was a boxer. My uncles were boxers, and so just from being a little kid, I was always watching boxing matches with the family. It was a big thing, and listening to my dad and my uncles talk about their old boxing experiences. It was like hearing old heroes talk about the battles that they fought. I remember going to boxing matches with my dad and his friends, and I'd be like the only little kid there, but watching Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield and people like Riddick Bowe and Mildred Taylor, and it was truly magical. My dad had a cutout of Larry Holmes on the wall. It was a newspaper clipping, and we had this little back room where I would play in. So I'd be playing with my GI Joes, but I'd look up on the wall and I see this newspaper clipping of when Larry Holmes defeated Cooney, and that was a big match. And so boxing, as a kid, it's always been a part of my life. So boxing was part of my childhood. It was definitely that first passion. And I started to box as a kid. I boxed for Lilac City Boxing Club in Spokane, Washington, and I was 7 years old. And when I started, and all good things they come to an end. And 2 years later, my dad went to prison, and I moved across the country with my mom, and that was when my childhood as I knew it ended. And I didn't get back into the boxing ring until I was in my early 20s. And what led me back to the boxing ring was, here I am, I'm a young man, and my heart was like saying, hey, Michael, you need to find out what you can do and what you can't do. Like, Michael, you need to know the truth. And that was a powerful calling. And so that led me back into the boxing ring. And I'll tell you, boxing is a sport of courage. It takes courage to get into that ring. And it doesn't matter who wins or loses, your opponent across from you, even if they're scared, they're not cowards. Like, you can't be a coward and do this stuff. And that's actually part of why courage is the first value of the hero journey. We have these cornerstones. It starts with courage, because if there's no courage, we can't step into new territory in life. And so as I trained and competed, I was able to win some fights. I won a Golden Glove championship, and I was able to compete on a national level a few different times. And I was able to fight some of the top fighters in the world. And these experiences taught me a lot about myself. What most important, they taught me that I can move through difficult things. Like, I can survive difficult things. I can plunge myself into high intensity, move through it, and it gave me a level of self-respect that I don't think I could have found somewhere else, because there is this, when you're tested in a certain way and you know that you can move through it, it definitely creates a sense of dignity and self-confidence. And this self-confidence has really helped me navigate through my younger years and up to my current age, in the 40s now. So Boxing is super important. And so the first phase of the hero journey is boxing HIIT. And as I'm sharing boxing HIIT, I'm really sharing the first years of my life, the beginning, the young man phase of my life. I'm giving people an opportunity to learn who they are through high intensity. And so, boxing it's a sport. And, not everybody that comes in the hero journey is training to be a fighter, but we all are living this life, and we all have an opportunity to be formidable, to be present, even in the difficulty, in the intensity. And so, the first phase, the high intensity, we're doing heavy bag combinations. We have double in bags, we have uppercut bags, but we're also including some functional movements like ball slams, and we got sandbag carries, which are kind of fun. And, we're doing a lot of calisthenic work, just with our body weight, because there are times when life will just knock us down and it'll come out of the blue. I mean, that's just how it happens. That's why we get caught off guard. And to be as healthy as you can, mentally, physically, emotionally, is extremely important. And I want to make sure that every one of the Hero Journey members has that access to the best parts of themselves. So that's what the hero journey is. I mean, the hero journey, coined by Joseph Campbell, is the journey of the hero. And the hero goes through 3 phases: separation, initiation, and then return. And the separation is really about taking the hero away from what the hero is familiar with. And that can be comfort. That can even be discomfort, right? I mean, if you have a life that's just wonderful and all your needs are met, well, getting taken away from that may look like chaos. It may look like pain. It may look like suffering. But when you have a life that is nothing but chaos, pain, struggle, turmoil, and all of a sudden you experience something like peace, that can be just as scary. And so it really just depends on the individual. So we're going through 30 minutes of high intensity, and the purpose, get the heart rate up and to use the intensity as an opportunity to bring your shit up. Whatever that, we all have shit within that likes to stay hidden unless it's stimulated by some kind of stimuli. And so I want to use that intensity to bring things up out of people so they can learn about themselves, but also so they can be present with it and still move forward. So just learning that lesson of just being present and being able to move forward.